this conversation, and so you hang in there and don't let anything happen. And we'll talk again. We'll say 7-3 for now. 7-3, Mike. Thank you for calling. Over.
Hey, Steve, I'm sending healing thoughts your way too, my friend. This is 9 Alpha Tango, 791 Gulf Islands. Health and happiness to you, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, Joe. Geez, you're coming in so well. That little Suryo's working good. If you could see my pathetic antenna, Joe, this is a 3-element home brew. It's only on a 13-foot boom. And just the location here, it's really amazing. It's around 6-element Yagi at my home, QDH, but anyway, hey, good health. You know, when we're all young, Joe, we're chasing the almighty dollar and we're paying mortgages and we want a nice car and we're bringing our family up, and I'll tell you what, we get old and we get all these health problems, Joe. So yeah, I wish you good health, mate. It's worth more than any money in the bank, any big flash car, or I got all that stuff, so I haven't got a big flash house. I got a couple of houses, so but I'll tell you what, the main thing, Joe, is I'm wishing you good health, over.
Yeah, same with you, Steve. You know, last December 27th of 2023, I had to have a stent put in because I had a 78 to 80% blocked artery. So thank God they can do stuff like that now. And I'm really happy for you that you said you went through two heart attacks. You had one 11 days ago, a massive one. Well, thank God you're still here, man. And I'm glad you're here so we can make contact. And I hope we can make many more contacts, my friend.
Yeah, good one, Joe. Okay, I know all about the stents, that's for sure. They've got a couple of stents, and two and a half years ago, and they gave me a big product. I lost 17 kilograms back then. And I slowly started breathing again, but they need to do a triple bypass, Joe, and they just can't do it. It's not possible because one of my arteries, is it LAD? Anyway, I don't know. I don't understand it fully, but one of them is 90% all the way, Joe, all the way. There's no way for them to do the jump. So I just got to take medication and stuff like that to kind of keep the arteries kind of blowing up all the time. But anyway, it is what it is, and Joe, there's always someone out there that's far worse off than you and Leo.
That's the way I see it, my friend, exactly. And you know what? You just, I do watch my diet now. I'm 60, Steve. I'm 60 years old, and it's more of a genetic thing with me. You know, it's crazy. I don't smoke. I rarely ever drink. Don't do any drugs. I work out 5 days a week in the gym, and yet I still got this cholesterol thing. So I gotta really be careful. But yet my dad's, my aunt just passed away at 101 years old. And but my dad had a heart attack at about 65 years old, but he made it to 82, and they put a stent in him too. So you know what? You'll be around a long time, Steve. Just take care of yourself. And you know what? You'll be here 100 years old. You'll be talking on this radio. I hope to be making contact with you, my friend.
Oh, absolutely, Joe. That's out of our department. We can only try and eat healthy, and quite hard this time of year eating healthy. There's so nice, such nice food hanging around. But yeah, my dad also, he had his first heart attack at 60 years old, and then he had his second one at 63. Both those ages were the same as me. I'm following in his footsteps, but I definitely don't want to die at 63. I think I want to stick around and annoy my kids. I got 4 kids and 7 grandkids, Joe, so those are the two ages. My father had his first heart attack at 60, and the second one killed him at 63, so I was very lucky. It was 8:30 in the morning. I was doing nothing strenuous, having a cup of coffee, and the chest got tighter and tighter, and the air got less and less. So they went in to do stents, and there was just nothing they could do. The ones that were in there were all clear and no problem. So, yeah. Take care, Joe. All the best. I wish you good health, mate. 60 years old. That's just too young as well. 791 00 New Zealand. Let's talk many more times in 2025, Joe.
You betcha, Steve. I'm with you, brother. You're going to be around a long time. And I know what you mean. There's a lot of good food at this time of the year, so it's okay to splurge once in a while, my friend. I do. My wife's dad died at 65 from a massive heart attack. Way too young. He was on a trip at Arizona, down at his place in Arizona. Came in from a walk, sat down, and had a massive heart attack. So anyway, you take care of yourself. I'll be listening for you, Steve. And like I say, all the best to you and your family. And cheers and 73s for 2025. Health and happiness, Steve. 41 Victor Mike 00, New Zealand. It was a pleasure, my friend. 9 Alpha Tango 791 on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Wave until next time.
Yeah, Joe. I was just going to ask you, do you still get angina? Do you still get breathless if you overdo it? Like, I've always got breathless when I mow the lawns, and I take a fantastic pill called Nicorandil. Joe, just tell me, do you still suffer from angina? Do you have like a little red bottle you squirt under your tongue, or it's not necessary anymore, is it?
No, the only time I suffered that is when I had that clogged up artery. I'd be hiking to the tops of our mountains here, and I'd get really bad shortness of breath, or I'd be bicycling up a steep hill, and I started getting this shortness of breath, like I was trying to catch my breath. I thought there was something wrong with my lungs. So I went in for the checkup. They put me through the CT scan, and that's when I found out I had that plugged up artery. So once they put that stent in, Steve, not a problem. No more shortness of breath. And I did the stress test back in October, the treadmill test again, and I passed it with flying colors. So I'm okay now. I take a baby aspirin every day too, which helps. Take a low dosage, 80 milligram baby aspirin every day, and that seems to help. But anyway, so far so good. Knock on wood, Steve.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. So you know when you're as blocked up as what I am. There's just nowhere for them to do the jumper, Joe. The arteries are a mess. They really are. And like you, I haven't really eaten badly, and I haven't been a big drinker. But it's genetic, and it's handed on down through. I guess I got it from my father. I had a very stressful job for 24 years, managing 250 staff and a boss that was never happy with the jobs that were being done. We'd do the same job 3 times over, and it was a very stressful job. 12-hour days, sometimes 16 hours in the harvest season. So I guess that contributed to it. And I'm diabetic as well too. I've got to take insulin and metformin and high blood pressure and high cholesterol. So anyway. Okay, so much for this. Life begins at 40, Joe. What a load of bullshit that was, over.
Stress will do it too, Steve. But you know what? Now you're retired. No more stress. You just kick back and relax. And it's a blood pressure thing for me too. I got to watch it. I do have the high blood pressure, but I've managed to keep it under control. And my dad's sister, my aunt, just passed away at 101 last October of last year. And she suffered with high blood pressure, but she lived at home. Little Italian lady, and she passed away in her sleep. I think that's the way I want to go. So we can still be around a lot longer, my friend, if we just manage things. And yeah, stress is no good. I'm retired on this end as well, my friend, and I never had a stressful job, but I'm like you. Never really drank much, and never smoked, never did any really bad things, but it's genetics. And you know what that doctor said to me? You can't run away from your genetics, man.
Exactly. And that's it. Oh, look, it is what it is. So, I read something about cayenne pepper. Just recently, I saw one woman, and she was writing that she drinks 1.2 liters of cayenne pepper. She puts cayenne pepper in water, and she drinks that every day. And so, wow, if I'm going to do that, I'll have to mix a little bit of cordial or something, some sugar-free. I drink this sugar-free raspberry thing. I don't know if I could just drink cayenne pepper, but that's what she does. I'm going to try that. I'm going to look for something natural, because, man, I take 10 pills in the morning. I was taking 8. Yes, I've come out of hospital. They're making me take 10 now, so I don't like it one bit. Anyway, then I take another 6 in the evening time. So, hey, take care, Joe. And look, I'm so sorry to hear about your wife passing there with a heart attack and whatnot. I definitely want to be the one. I definitely want to be the one that passes away first out of me and my wife. I couldn't take that strain. And my kids are all grown up with kids of their own. but they still need their mummy, I'll tell you. Oh, they just still need their mum. Anyway, hey Joe, thanks for your time. Thank you for the little bit of information you shared with me there. 791. Let's do it again. Good health, mate. 73.
73, Steve. Yeah, take care. Yeah, it was my wife's father. It was my wife's father at 65. My wife is still alive and kicking there, Wendy, at 65, and so far so good. She's got low cholesterol and low blood pressure, so I'm sure she's going to outlive me, that's for sure. But, you know, I heard that thing about cayenne pepper. I did hear that, and you know what? I have to look more into that because I heard it is very good for you, so maybe I should try that too. Anyway, buddy, a pleasure to talk with you. You stay healthy, and I'm going to be looking forward to talking to you sooner than later. You have a good new year, and once again, 41 Victor Mike 00 New Zealand. Your friend Joe out here on the Gulf Islands waving. Cheers to you, buddy.
Hey Joe, I'm so glad I got it wrong. Your wife's, in fact, your wife's still alive, and she got low cholesterol, so that's really good stuff. Anyway, again, mate, look, I got plenty of warning. I usually take 2 squirts under the tongue, and then it clears up. You know, I get my breath back, the arteries open, but I was taking 4 and 6. I told my doctor on the Wednesday, something's not right, something's happening. And then there you go, on the Friday, I did 8 squirts. Man, that stuff gives you a rotten headache, that hydro under your tongue. But today, nothing was working. I said to my wife, call the ambulance, because they're always saying, call the ambulance, shall we call the ambulance? I said, no, don't call the ambulance. It'll come, and it always comes right, but the moment I said call the ambulance, they knew it was serious. So they even bought a chopper. They even flew a chopper in for me. Take care, Joe. Cheers, mate.
Take care, yeah. My dad died of a stroke at 82, and they brought a chopper in from his first heart attack, too. So they flew him off in a chopper. Anyway, he made it to 82, but the stroke got him. Anyway, yeah, take care. I take my 2 pills every morning, and hopefully they'll keep me alive and kicking for a few more years so we can make a few more contacts here, buddy. Hey, I'm glad I have a friend in New Zealand. Cheers and beers, bud, and have a great new year. 9 Alpha Tango 791. We're out of here this time, Steve. Have a great day.
All the best, Joe. It was very humbling. I got so many messages. It was crazy. I couldn't answer them the first day or 2, but I did in the end. But it was very, very humbling, the messages I got. Cheers, mate. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Steve. Bye.
Okay, which was it? Copy 2, Echo 0, 5, 6, Echo 0, this is World Radio 3396. I want to ask you a quick question, since you're on the North Island. Cayenne pepper works with cayenne. I use it every day. How about you? His name was Noah.